Hello teachers, learners, and parents. Sir Jeff po, at your service. Alam nyo ba na meron tayong website na tinatawag na DepEd Commons? Ang DepEd Commons ay binuo upang gawing accessible ang pagtuturo at pag-aaral dito sa ating bansa gamit lamang ang inyong mga smart devices gaya ng cellphones, tablets, at computers. Dito ay maaari nating ma-access ang iba't ibang learning materials mula sa Department of Education. Meron itong mga interactive materials, electronic self-learning modules, at instructional video lessons mula sa DepEd TV na tiyak na makatutulong sa pag-aaral ng mga mag-aaral galing ka man sa public o private school. Walang problema dahil welcome ang lahat dito. Para ito sa mga guro, magulang at mga mag-aaral mula sa kinder hanggang grade 12, alternative learning system o ALS, at pati na rin ang special education. At huwag kang mag-alala dahil kahit walang load ay maaari mong ma-access ang mga learning materials. Tama! Libre ito. Ang kailangan mo lamang gawin ay i-on ang iyong data at buksan lamang ang iyong browser at i-type ang commons.deped.gov.ph. Alam na ba ng iyong mga kasamahang guro o mag-aral ang tungkol sa DepEd Commons? I-share mo na ang video na ito upang matuto rin sila kung paano gagamitin ang DepEd Commons sa mabilis at napakadaling paraan. Muli, ito po si Sir Jeff at kita-kits po tayo sa DepEd Commons. Paalam!
Magandang araw, Sir Wilbur po, at your service. Narito ang ETUlay upang gabayan ka sa inyong pag-aaral upang lubos na maunawaan ang iba't ibang paksa o subject. Ang ETUlay ay isang free online tutorial class na pinangungunahan ng ICT's Educational Technology Unit sa pamumuno ni Undersecretary Elaine Del B. Pascua. Ang programang ito ay hindi lamang para sa mga bata, kundi ito rin ay magsisilbing gabay sa mga magulang at mga guro kung paano nila ituturo o gagabayan sa bawat asignatura ang kanilang mga anak o mga estudyante. Sa kasalukuyan, ang self-learning module mula sa rehiyon ng CALABARZON at kilala sa tawag na pivot ang ginagamit sa ating ETUlay online class. Kaya ano pang hinihintay ninyo? Ihanda na ang inyong mga ballpen o lapis, papel o kwaderno at samahan kaming itulay ang pagkatuto para sa bawat batang Pilipino. Sama-sama tayong magtutulungan para malampasan ang mga hamon sa panahong ito. Halina't matuto kasama ang inyong online tutor sa oras na ito.
Okay, ayan. Oh, isang mapagpalayang hapon sa inyong lahat. Hello po sa aking mga cuties dyan sa iba't ibang bahagi ng, shall I say, mundo. Hello po sa inyong lahat. Ngayon, simulan na natin ang ating ETUlay online tutorial. Kamusta po kayo? Sana'y nakapag-lunch na ang lahat. Yan. At masaya tayong matuto sa ating ETUlay online tutorial. Sa mga hindi pa nakakilala sa akin, ako nga pala ang inyong bibang tutor every Monday. And ang tinuturo ko ay Science 7, 1 p.m. to 1:40 p.m. Welcome po tayo sa lahat ng mga estudyante, lahat ng guro, lahat ng mga magulang. Hello po sa inyong lahat at masaya tayong matuto na naman ng bagong kaalaman tungkol sa science. Before we proceed, I would like to greet the very first student who commented in this platform. Hello to Joshua Pasion. Good morning po. I am Joshua Pasion, grade 7, Einstein. Wow! Section pa lang, science na, sorry. Watching from Lalio National High School. Okay, Schools Division, Cagayan, Region 2. Keep safe and happy watching. Thank you so much, Joshua. And a lot more students here, Jaresh Agno, Ansis, Chloe, Christina, ito yung mga estudyante ko na almost how many weeks nang nagsumusubaybay talaga sa akin. Hello to Giancarlo Torrio Tugibaw, Marnelli, okay, Zane Dinglasan, Katlea Soriano, Lorena, Jane M. Pagulayan. Hello, hello sa inyong lahat. At sa aking mga kaibigan dyan sa aming division, the Division of Davao City. Maayong hapon kaninyong tanan. Ako nga ay nanggaling sa Division of Davao City. Ayun, hello, hello sa aking mga kaibigan at mga kaguro dyan at ang mga magulang. At shout out ko na rin ang aking mga estudyante. Grade 10, Jacinto. Yan. At saka isali na rin natin ang Del Pilar, Burgos, De Jesus, at saka Luna. Ayan. At lahat ng mga sections dyan sa aming school. Baka kasi magtampo. Anyways, okay, so ito nga pala ang aking mga kaibigan. Ang mga science thinkers, ETUlay online tutors. Yan. So, subaybayan nyo kami hanggang 1 p.m. hanggang alas 6 ng gabi. Ayun. Okay, at pwede nyo i-share ang aming social media platform sa Facebook, sa YouTube. Okay, DepEd Edtech Unit Facebook page, DepEd Tayo Facebook page, and also DepEd Philippines YouTube channel, DepEd Educational Technology Unit YouTube channel, and DepEd TV YouTube channel. Ayun. Okay, so hello sa ating mga kaibigan dyan. Hi, Janelle Baisak. Hi po sir, good afternoon watching from Lalog Elementary School. Wow. So now ngayon, magsisimula na tayo sa ating Science Grade 7 and it's quarter 4. It's sad to say, it's panghuling quarter na po at bakasyon na. And this is also our last week for our lesson. By the way, this week is, the last topic is solar and lunar eclipse. But we have 2 weeks more to go. Okay, so next week will be our review. So magkakaroon tayo ng review from first quarter to fourth quarter questions. Ayun, so masaya naman yon. Feel ko ang saya-saya niyan. And then, sa next week will be our, shall I say, para siyang culmination na rin sa Science Grade 7. Sa lahat ng mga ating mga kaibigan dyan na sumusubaybay at magkakaroon tayo ng isang kaibigang i-invite ko para magsalita tungkol sa kahit ano-ano, to inspire you more bilang estudyante, bilang isang guro, o bilang isang magulang. Ayan. So, importante talaga na malaman natin ang ating role bilang isang estudyante, bilang isang guro, at bilang isang magulang. Ayun. So, naway nasa mabuti kayong kalagayan dyan. Oo, maraming salamat. Aha. Hello, Judilyn. Yes, nakahabol ka. Ayan. Thank you so much. Ayun. So before we proceed, let's have first our duty of the week. Okay. So last week, I asked you personally to have your, what we call this, your output to know the weather of the weather situation of your place. So may napili akong isa. Actually madami talaga, pero this output really parang talaga siya, nag-stand out siya for me. Ayun. Sige. So simulan na natin. At siya ay nag-iisa. Nag-stand out naman lahat, of course. Pero yung iba kasi is na-feature ko na. So let's give chance to others. Ayun, kumbaga. Diba? Okay. So, our duty of the week is, ayun, Carmela Carmela Manganip. Okay, so hi everyone. I'm Maria Carmela Manganip, grade 7 student from QP's National High School. Right now in our place here in Conner, Apayao, the wind is blowing hard with a heavy rain and thunderstorms. Based on my observation, these past few days we're experiencing a heavy rain every afternoon. with a thunderstorms. So it's better to stay inside our homes to be safe. Wow! Congratulations, Carmela Managip. Dahil dyan, ikaw ang ETUlay Cutie of the Week. Congratulations! Ayun. Maganda din ang pagkakuha ng kanyang larawan. Di ba po? Yun. So now let's proceed to our topic. Are you ready? I hope we are all ready and set. Now let's begin with our most essential learning competency for quarter 4, week 6. Sorry, hindi ko na-edit. Okay, it's week 6, not week 5. Okay, and our most essential learning competency for this afternoon is to explain how solar and lunar eclipses occur using models. Ayun. Okay. Now, the objectives is we're going to define solar eclipse and lunar eclipse respectively, illustrate using models the position of the sun, moon, earth during a solar and lunar eclipse, relate the occurrence of eclipses to the beliefs and practices of the elders. Okay, sorry. Ayan. So now, let's begin. Are you ready? Aha, ready na ang lahat. Okay, Jarish is ready. Giancarlo is also ready. Ayun, and a lot more. Yun. So, but before we begin, let's have first our activating prior knowledge if you have ideas already about eclipses. Okay? Let's start. Number 1. Yun. Let's read. For a solar eclipse to occur, the alignment must be A, Earth, Sun, Moon, B, Moon, Earth, Sun, C, Sun, Moon, Earth, or D, none of these. Ayun. Don't forget to bring or to find any paper, could do sketch paper, and then you can jot down your answers, and then we're going to count your correct answers, and then you can comment on the chat box. Ayun. So, Angel Frugal answered C, Chris Ford Javier C, Joshua Passion C. Now let's see. Okay, wow. Number 1 answered C. Let's try to look. Okay, very good. It's letter C. It's the sun, moon, earth. So in between of the sun and earth is the moon. Okay, next, number 2. For a lunar eclipse to happen, the alignment must be A, Earth, Sun, Moon, B, Moon, Earth, Sun, C, Sun, Moon, Earth, or letter D, none of these. Isip-isip. Okay, very good kayo sa number 1. Okay, Joshua answered B. Okay, so I would like, while waiting for your answers, I would like to greet also our dear father. Happy Father's Day yesterday. Sana'y nag-enjoy kayo. Yan, sa lahat ng mga fathers dyan. Okay, so you have your answer. Okay, so your answer is letter B. Let's check. Very good. Wow, palakpakan. A round of applause. Galing. Okay, so the correct answer is moon, earth, sun. So in between the moon and sun is the earth. Okay, number 3. A total solar eclipse is visible from A, only within the moon's penumbra. B, all over the earth. C, only within the moon's umbra. Or letter D, only the dark side of the earth. Tingnan natin. What's your answer? Saan nga ba visible ang total solar eclipse? Yan. Okay. Joshua answered letter C. Okay. Chris Ford answered letter C. Frances C. Stephanie C. Rika Maurin. Okay. Rika Maurin. C. Giancarlo A. Jamie C. Judy C, Dian C, and some of you answered letter C. Some answered A and D. It's the correct answer. It's letter C. Wow! Parang alam nyo na to. Parang hindi na yata ako magtuturo. Parang perfect na. Okay, number 4. During a total lunar eclipse, the moon is in Earth's A, orbit, B, corona, C, penumbra, D, umbra. Yun. So what's your answer for number 4? Sige nga, kayo nga. Okay? So, thank you so much for your answers ha. Kasi very cooperative talaga ang aking mga estudyante. Okay, so you've answered, Passion answered D. Okay, Giancarlo A, Stephanie D, Angel Frugal D, Rika D. Okay, some of your answers are letter D and C. So the correct answer is during total lunar eclipse, the moon is in Earth's. Okay, it's letter D. Correct na naman. Umbra. Yun. And number 5, the darkest part of the moon shadow is called... Ano kaya? Don't forget to put number before your answer so that I'm able to know kung anong sagot talaga niyo dyan sa number. Okay? So number 5, Passion answered A. Okay, Shikaina D for number 4. Number 5 na tayo. Zane answered 5A. Okay. Sige, so let's check your answers. It's letter A. Congratulations. So only 5 items. Who among you got perfect in our pre-test? Congratulations. Kindly comment on our chat box so that I may able to recognize you being perfect or beat perfect score or beat 4, 3, 2, or 1, or even 0. All your answers are really acceptable. Thank you so much. Yun, Stephanie Gitang Basig, sabi niya, yay! Okay, Giancarlo, 3. Okay, 3 over, okay, it's 2, sir. Okay, it's okay. Marnelli got 5. Stephanie got 5, perfect score. Frances, perfect score. Jarish, 5. Judeline, 4. Rika, 5. Ansis Maduro, 10 over 10. 5 lang po ang items nito. Okay, Marnelli Legman, 5. Very good. So I think this topic is one of your favorite topics in your lessons in grade 7. How was it? How was the topic? Na-discuss, hindi naman siguro, na-discuss ito through your online siguro, no? Ayun, Joshua got 5, Jamie got 4. Congratulations. Now let's begin. Okay. Tell me about what can you say about this picture? Okay. Can you give me an insight or a sentence that could relate on this picture? Ayun. Anyone who would like to mention or to please type on the chat box. Hello, Tutor Jessica. Thank you for also for following our lessons. Ayun, kamusta ang ating mga paglalakbay sa Ibong Adarna? Ayun, gustong-gusto ko din niyang malaman eh. Okay? So sabi ni sige, tingnan natin. Okay, may nag-answer ng Ring of Fire. Okay. Sabi ni Joshua, it's eclipse. Sabi ni Tutor Jessica, it's solar. Sabi ni Stephanie, it's solar eclipse. Lorraine, it's eclipse. Okay, so on and so forth. All your answers are correct except for the Ring of Fire. It's different. Okay, so our topic is all about eclipses. So welcome to our nakapanood ba kayo ng yung movie na Twilight, 'di ba? Parang dun eclipse something like that. Okay. Anyways, so how do eclipses happen? Yun siya. So by looking at that short clip, you may able to know there is what we call the overshadowing of the what we call the moon. Okay, now there are two types of eclipses. we have the solar and the lunar. So now let's talk about first the solar eclipse. Okay, so this is the illustration if solar eclipse happened, okay, or happens. Now, solar eclipse happens when the moon is aligned between the sun and the earth. Okay? So, if there is an alignment between the moon, okay, moon is aligned between the sun and the earth. Because the moon is smaller than the earth, okay, so the shadow of the moon never covers the earth completely. Okay, so take note of that. Okay. There is what we call as penumbra and the umbra. The penumbra, it's the lighter side of the moon's shadow. Okay. Um, and the umbra naman, it's the darker side of the moon's shadow. So kindly look at the figure and you may able to locate where is the umbra and where is the penumbra. Again, the penumbra is the lighter side of the moon shadow kasi na-overshadowing yung ano, yung may shadow. Saan galing ang shadow? Sa moon. Okay. When it is solar eclipse. And the lighter side of that, of the moon shadow, is called penumbra, while the darker side of the moon's shadow is called umbra. Now, and that is solar eclipses. There are types of solar eclipses. Let's begin, ha? The types of solar eclipse is the total solar eclipse, the annular solar eclipse, and the partial solar eclipse. So how long will a solar eclipse last and how does it occur? So according to NASA 2017, a solar eclipse happens once every 18 months. Okay? A total solar eclipse, including partial phases, lasts about 3 hours. The duration of total solar eclipse can be anywhere between 1 second and upwards of 7 minutes. Now, we're going to define each type of the solar eclipses. First is the total solar eclipse. This happens when the moon completely covers the sun as viewed from the earth. This is when you are in the umbra region. Okay? So if baka sakali lang na tayo ay magkakaroon ng eclipse at ito ay nasa total solar eclipse, meaning in the Philippines, okay, sa parte ng Pilipinas ay nandun tayo sa umbra region ng solar eclipse. Okay, ng shadow, umbra shadow. Okay, it's the darkest, okay, compared to the penumbra. Kaya siya nagiging total solar eclipse. Okay? At yan ang itsura niya pag total solar eclipse, yung nasa taas. Pag sinasabi naman nating annular solar eclipse happens when the new moon farthest from the earth covers the sun's center, leaving its outer edges to form a ring of fire or annulus. Okay? So that is what we call the annular. Yan. While partial solar eclipse may say occurs when the moon only partially covers, okay, the disk of the sun. This is when you are in the penumbra region. Okay. Sakasakali lang naman na hindi masyadong cover talaga ng solar, ng what we call din a solar eclipse, is tawag dyan is partial solar eclipse. Wherein our country ay nasa penumbra region lamang. Okay? So that is what we call the partial solar eclipse. So what are the 3 types of solar eclipses? We have the total solar eclipse, annular solar eclipse, and partial solar eclipse. Hello to Hannah Vistar. Go, sir. Yan, one of my students. She is a grade 10 student in Francisco Bangoy National High School. Hello, Hannah. Ayun. Sige. I hope that you may able to differentiate between the three, the total, the annular, and the partial solar eclipse. Now, let's have the lunar eclipse. So how this lunar and solar eclipses differentiate are differences. So now, let's see. Ano ang pagkakaiba ni solar at saka ni lunar? Okay? You can comment on the chat box. Ano ang pagkakaiba nila? Aha. Tingnan niyong mabuti kung ano ang pagkakaiba ng solar at saka lunar eclipses. Meron bang kaibahan? Sige. Now, let's have the discussion. Okay. A lunar eclipse can only happen at a full moon. Okay. A total lunar eclipse can happen only when the sun, earth, and moon are aligned. Okay, see the diagram. So, when there is no perfect alignment of these three heavenly bodies, the partial eclipse happens. Otherwise, no eclipse happens at all. So, therefore, dapat align talaga with those three heavenly bodies. And dapat ang alignment niya is sun, earth, at saka moon. Okay? Pag si moon nasa gitna, meaning hindi na siya lunar eclipse. Tinatawag dyan ay solar eclipse. Pag si Earth ang nasa gitna, na pagitnaan ng Sun at saka ni Moon, yan ay tinatawag na lunar eclipse. Okay, may sagot si Joshua. Sabi ni Joshua, ang pagkakaiba ng solar at saka lunar. Solar occur when the Moon passes between Earth and Sun. Lunar occur when Earth passes between Sun and Moon. Very good. Sabi naman ni Zane Dinglasan, Sir, ang solar po ay more about the sun, earth, and moon's alignment. Yan. Good, good, good. Galing-galing. Okay. So now, let's have another, in the part of umbra and penumbra, when if it is lunar eclipses, ganito siya. The Earth casts two shadows that fall on the moon during a lunar eclipse. These shadows are called umbra or the full dark shadow. The other one is the penumbra, a partial outer shadow. The moon experiences these umbra and penumbra shadows as it revolves around the Earth, but it is in the umbral shadow where we see the best part of a lunar eclipse. Okay. So may sagot si Frances Marel Pintukan. Sabi niya, the differences between solar and lunar. Solar eclipses occur when the moon passes between Earth and the sun, leaving a moving region of shadow on Earth's surface, while lunar eclipses occur when the Earth passes between the sun and the moon, casting a shadow of the moon. Very well said. Galing-galing. Nelea, good afternoon po. Luke Peril Manosa is watching po. Hello, 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 Luke Peril Manosa. Kamusta kayo? I hope everybody is fine. Yun. Now, since you already know the differences between the lunar and the solar eclipses, may mga sinasabi po tayong mga haka-haka, mga kwentong bayan. I hope Teacher Jessica, Tutor Jessica is still watching right now, and can you tell us about mga kwentong bayan tungkol sa mga eclipses? Kung meron kang ma-share, you can type in our chat box. Okay, thank you, Tutor Jessica. Okay, so ayun. So one of the myths about eclipses, kasi ganito, if you don't know the scientific explanations kung bakit may mga eclipse na nangyayari or may nangyayaring eclipse, hindi mo alam, wala ka talagang alam-alam, matatakot ka. Parang, bakit ganito? Bakit umaga naman? Ba't madilim? hala baka may lalabas na mga multo, mga kaano-ano, mga kamalignuhan, something like that, pag magkakaroon ng eclipse, 'di ba? Tayo mga Pinoy, as may say, is parang kung wala tayong idea sa mga ganon ay hello, baka may aswang na paparating, something like that. O baka may malas na mga mangyayari kasi dumilim. Ang init-init kanina, tapos biglang dumilim. So ngayon, yung mga gano'n na mga haka-haka. Kaya we have to know talaga the scientific explanation why these eclipses occur, whether it's solar or lunar eclipse. Ayun. Thank you so much, Stephanie. Good Kitang Basig for your explanation. Ayun. Now, these are the few myths about eclipses that I've read in the internet. Okay. According to some, sa mga, if we say myths about eclipses, hindi ito totoo. Ito'y haka-haka lamang. Solar eclipses can be a danger to pregnant women and their unborn children. In many cultures, young children and pregnant women are asked to stay indoors during a solar eclipse. Ayun, so hindi daw pwede. Yun nga, kakasabi ko lang din, Batukan Margaret. Isang myth ay hindi pwede daw lumabas ang buntis daw. Oo, yun. Hindi daw pwedeng lumabas yung buntis. Paano yan? What if yung buntis ay nasa labas na kasi nag-grocery, tapos nag-eclipse bigla, hindi ba pwede siyang umuwi ng bahay? Something like that, di ba? Ano pa yung mga kwentong bayan na alam nyo about eclipse? Yung mga haka-haka lang naman. Yun. Next, people fast during a solar eclipse. Yun. Hindi sila kumakain during solar eclipse due to the belief that any food cooked while an eclipse happens will be poisonous and impure. So meaning, pag may eclipse raw, hindi daw pwede na tayo kakain. Paano yung gutom ako Hindi ba tayo kakain na lang? Yung mga ganon. Dahil daw, sabi is, yung nakaka-poison at saka impure yung niluluto nyo kahit naluto. 'Di ba? Ang sad naman. So kung wala talagang idea about eclipse, kawawa talaga yung komunidad. Kasi haka-haka, yung mga ganon. Okay? So wag kayong maniwala dyan. Kain lang po tayo kasi sa pagkain dyan tayo masaya. 'Di ba? Dyan tayo nagkakasundo Oo. So anong paborito niyo yung ulam? Chat nyo din. Thank you so much. And the last one, dito naman sa ating mga kaibigan na nasa Colombia, shouted to the heavens, promising to work hard and mend their ways. Some work their gardens and other projects, especially hard during the eclipse to prove it. So therefore, sila nagsisigaw. Magsigaw sila sa langit. Okay, magpa-promise sila na magwo-work hard na talaga sila at hindi na sila gagawa ng mga kasamaan. Kasi parang natatakot ata sila na may eclipse, katapusan na ng mundo, kailangan na tayong magdasal. Okay, kahit na walang eclipse o meron, kailangan talaga tayong magdasal. Yan po. Lalong-lalo na po ngayon sa panahon ng pandemya. Kahit wala pong pandemya, kahit po kayo ay masaya, kahit kayo malungkot, kayo in love, kahit kayo ay happy, kailangan talagang magdasal. Hindi lamang during eclipses po. Yun. That's according to the Colombian. Yan. Yes. Okay, according to Angela Maris Gregorio, so she shared that the bakunawa is a serpent-like dragon. It is believed to be the cause of eclipse. Yan, isa din yan, tama. Hindi ko din, narinig ko na rin yan dati na meron daw bakunawa na kung saan, I think siya yung cause ng eclipse. It's a serpent-like dragon. O di ba? So kung hindi natin alam yung reason behind of those, hindi talaga behind of eclipses, wala talaga para tayong di tayo kakain, di lalabas yung pregnant women and so on and so forth, at hindi natin hindi natin ma-discover ano ba talaga ang reason kung bakit may eclipse. Kaya bilang estudyante, bilang mamamayan, kailangan talaga natin alamin kung ano ang reason kung bakit may eclipses. Ngayon, at may alam na kayo, pwede nyo yung i-share sa mga kaibigan ninyo, i-share nyo sa inyong mga kamag-aral, i-share nyo din sa mga magulang nyo, ganito ganito, kakaroon ng solar, nagkakaroon ng lunar, ito yung differentiation ng lunar at saka ng solar. I-explain nyo para malaman din nila, para hindi na para putulin natin yung ating mga beliefs and myths or superstitious belief. Kumbaga, sabi ni Nalea, kumakain po siya ng buwan. Yan, diba? Nakakatakot yung bakunawa kasi kumakain pala ng buwan. Yun. Baka may mga pa kayo, mga sharing pa kayo, so don't forget to comment. So don't be shy so that I could able to read all of those. Okay, maraming salamat. Okay, so before we have our post-test, let us remember our discussion and exercises. And these are the following key concepts in this module. Ayon. That remember that a solar eclipse occurs when the moon passes between the sun and earth. This alignment causes the moon to cast a shadow on some areas on earth. Okay? So hindi ibig sabihin na dito may solar eclipse tapos sa ibang parating country magso-solar eclipse din. Hindi. Depende po 'yan. Okay? Sa area po. Okay? So we've learned about that. Next, solar eclipse is not seen from all parts of the earth, so as I said, but only on areas where the shadow falls. Yun. On these locations, it appears that the sun has gone totally or partially dark. While the total lunar eclipse can happen only when the sun, earth, and moon lined up. So, yung straight line talaga sila. Okay, the three heavenly bodies. The lunar eclipse does not happen every month. Yes, because the moon's orbit around Earth lies in a slightly different plane than Earth's orbit around the sun. So the moon appears reddish during a lunar eclipse because of the Rayleigh scattering. Okay, so I think that would be all. So those are the key points to remember. So very easy. I hope that you learned something about it. And not only learning, but you need to share. Okay? Learning without sharing is futile. So therefore, you need to share what you've learned from the lesson so that we may able to apply it from our day-to-day lives, most especially in believing some things that is not scientifically well explained. Okay, thank you so much. I hope you are still watching because we're going to have our post-test. Ayan, so you may able to prepare your paper or just continue the paper that you're using the last time in our pre-test. Okay, thank you Joshua Passion for replying. Yes po. Yan. Paka-active talaga to ni Joshua. Okay, now let's have our post-test. Yan. The darkest part of the moon shadow is called, sige nga, tingnan natin. We have the post-test. I hope you may able to know and to correct some misconceptions last time. Sa mga perfect, sana perfect pa rin. Okay, let's see. The correct answer, the darkest part is letter A, umbra. Very good. Next, number 2. A total solar eclipse is visible from only within the moon's penumbra. B, all over the earth. C, only within the moon's umbra. Or D, only the dark side of the earth for number 2. Okay, Joshua answered letter C. How about the others? Okay. I've seen Stephanie, Giancarlo, Zane, Lorraine, Hermaline answered B, Kathleya, Jarish, Nelea, okay, Angela, Lorena, okay, all of your answers, letter C, let's see. Okay, only within the moon's umbra. Number 3, for a solar eclipse to occur, the alignment must be yun. Earth, Sun, Moon. Inulit-ulit natin to. B, Moon, Earth, Sun. Or C, Sun, Moon, Earth. Or D, none of these. Okay? Nalea answered letter C for number 3. Okay, so ang daming nag-answer ng letter C. Now, let's check. Oh, very good. It's letter C. Yay! Galing-galing. By the way, after this, we will discuss about sa grade 5 naman ako. Okay, so see you there, grade 5 students. And also, you can also join us. For a lunar eclipse to happen, the alignment must be, okay, Nalaya answered letter B. A, Earth, Sun, Moon. B, Moon, Earth, Sun. Or C, Sun, Moon, Earth. Or letter D, none of these. Okay, the correct answer is letter B. Very good. Wow, Angel Frugal, Jenny, Stephanie, Frances, Lorraine, Angela, Shekinah, Kafleya, all answered letter B. Very good. Ay, sorry. Wait. During a total lunar eclipse, the moon is in Earth's A, orbit, B, corona, C, penumbra, D, umbra. Yan. The correct answer. Sorry, napindot ko na kanina. Okay. The correct answer, it's letter D, umbra. Ayan, so kindly count the number of correct answers and then kindly total your previous scores to your score right now. And we have all in all 10 items. Congratulations! Mabuhay tayong lahat. Kindly chat your answer or comment your scores. Kindly total it all para 10 over 10 tayo. Ayan. So, Joshua got 10 over 10. Very good. Ayun. I-total nyo po yung pre-test at saka post-test para meron po tayong 10 items. Yan. Frances got 10. Stephanie got 10. Parang easy lang to sa inyo. Oo. Feel ko rin, no? Kasi this is one of your favorite topics for sure. At saka meron din ito sa sa elementary, I think. Yun, Dayan 8 over 10. Wow, si Ansis Maduro 20 over 20 talaga. Yan. Shekinah Shane is 10 over 10. Ayun, congratulations. So keep putting your scores in our chat box. Thank you so much for watching. I would like to by the way, meron pa palang number 6. Let's continue. Number 6. How does solar eclipse happen? 10 items pala ito, sorry. A, when the shadows of the earth and moon are cast in space. B, when the moon comes directly between sun and the earth. C, when the shadows of the moon and earth is neither too high nor too low. D, when the sun is on the opposite side of the earth and the moon. Pasensya na, may number 6 pa pala. I forgot. Okay. What's your answer? Letter B. Let's check. Okay, very good. Letter B is the correct answer. Yan, palakpakan, ang galing. Okay, number 7. Which of the following statement is true about umbra and penumbra? Okay. First statement, umbra and penumbra are two types of seasons. Second statement, umbra and penumbra are two types of shadows. Third statement, umbra is the darker inner area while penumbra is the lighter or outer area. Or number 4, umbra is the lighter inner, okay, area while penumbra is the darker outer area. Okay, so A, 1 and 2 only. B, 3 and 4 only. C, 1 and 4 only. Or letter D, 2 and 3, or third statement only. So what's your answer for number 7? So take note, what is true about umbra and penumbra? Okay, Passion, it's D, Angel D, Nelea D, Lorraine D, Giancarlo D. So let's check if it's letter D. Ayan, very good. Congratulations, ang galing pa rin. Next, yon. Ito na pala ang last item is 10. So, 8. Eclipses do not occur every month because of the orbit of the moon is A, round, B, tilted, C, straight, D, angled. Ayun. Number 8. Is it A, round, B, tilted, C, straight, D, angled? Okay. So Joshua answered 8B. Okay. Giancarlo B. Angel. Okay. All of your answers are letter B. Now let's see. Yan, very good. It's letter B. Parang kinukutuban ako mapa-perfect yung pa rin to, Okay, number 9. There are about how many solar eclipses and lunar eclipses in a year? Hala. A, 2, B, 3, C, 4, D, 5. Isip-isip. There are about how many solar eclipses and lunar eclipses in a year? Passion answered B. Hermaline B. Okay. Frances, Stephanie, Ansis. Okay. So let's check your answer. The correct answer is letter B. Wow, very good. Ang galing. So let's have the last. I hope this would be the last. Yan. Makakalimutin na si Sir. Which letter in the diagram below shows the position of the moon during a solar eclipse? A. Okay. B. A, B, B, C, C, or D, D. Saan dyan? Okay, so let's check your answer. Giancarlo A, Joshua A, Nalea KB, Stephanie A, Francis A, Shakaina A, Ansis A, Zane A, okay, Jarish, Rika, Kathleya, Hermaline, Joshua, Lorraine, all answered letter A. Let's see. Very good. So, the correct answer is letter A. Palakpakan. So, parang alam kong perfect kayong lahat. Oo, galing-galing. So, we have how many items all in all? We have 15 items all in all. So, kindly, okay, for take 2, kindly count the number of correct and comment your scores on the chat box. Yan. So, I hope, yan, don't worry, wala na yung pang number 11. Sorry, na-forget lang ni Sir. Pasensya na. Okay? So, kindly count the number of your the correct answers. Wow, Joshua got 15 over 15 with a heart shape. Angel 15, Jarish 15. Stephanie 15, Katleya 10,
Shakaina, Shane, 15. Kathleya, i-add mo yung pre-test mo kung nakasubaybay ka. Giancarlo, 12. Okay. Yan. Yan. Thank you. So, congratulations. Very good. Panalong-panalo kayo. Ngayon, I would like to invite you to be one of our certified Batang Science viewer. Maaari nyo pong mag-comment kayo or gumawa kayo ng post at itag ako using this hashtag, #ScienceTutorRogar. Yan. At mag-selfie at isulat nyo, ipopost nyo kung ano ang natutunan nyo this week. Okay. Ang mapapalad na viewer at school of the week ay i-anunsyo ko next week. Yan. So, don't forget, Science 7, 1 p.m. to 1:14 ng hapon. Kita-kits mga batang sensya dahil gusto ko masaya ka. Ayun, maraming salamat sa inyong lahat. Okay, so don't forget to share our ETUlay tutorial platform with these social media platforms. It could be Facebook or it could be in YouTube. Maraming salamat. Ako nga pala muli si Tutor Roger Garcia, ang inyong lingkod. At naway marami kayong natutunan at maraming salamat talaga sa inyong pagsubaybay at pagsagot sa mga tanong. Kahit na nakakalimot na si Sir. Okay? Pasensya na. Maraming salamat at sana kayo nag-enjoy sa ating pagkatuto sa ating kaalaman tungkol sa solar at saka sa lunar eclipse. Maraming salamat, and for comments, suggestions, email us at edtech@deped.gov.ph. And up next is Tutor Z of Science 8. Bye-bye! God bless us always.
Sigurado ako na marami ka na namang natutuhan sa ating ETUlay tutorial session ngayong araw. Tandaan, ito ay hindi lamang para sa ating mga mag-aaral, kundi pati rin sa ating mga minamahal na guro at mga magulang na kaagapay natin para maituloy ang pagkatuto sa kabila ng nararanasang pandemya. Patuloy ding sumubaybay sa DepEd TV para sa mga araling ginawang video episodes. Mapapanood ito mula Lunes hanggang Sabado, alas 7 ng umaga hanggang alas 7 ng gabi sa inyong mga telebisyon. Abangan bukas mula 1:00 ng tanghali ang iba pang aralin sa ating ETUlay free online tutorial session sa English. I-like and subscribe at manatiling nakasubaybay sa ating ETUlay tutorial session sa DepEd Edtech Unit FB page at Educational Technology Unit channel sa YouTube at sa DepEd Tayo at DepEd Philippines social media accounts. Paalam!